Welcome back to the CNR recap. I'm Griffin Aldrich. Alongside me, we got David Caires and Andrew Quinn. And your Boston Celtics have defeated the Indiana Pacers with a final score of 122 to 140. Blowout win. It didn't really look that way from the get go, but then the Celtics ended up getting this win. What are your guys' initial thoughts after this game? We'll go David and Andrew. What are your guys' thoughts? Because this was a fun one.
Yeah, I mean the Celtics got out or went out there and did what they were supposed to do. Take two games against the Pacers this week. I mean the Pacers obviously made the finals last year, but this is a completely different team than the one we just saw last June. That same team that took the Thunder to seven. Respectfully, they're on their way to getting a lottery pick. We were expected to take both games. Obviously, the Pacers made us work for it on Monday night, but we ended up getting the win in the Garden. And it seemed like it was going to be a similar script to start the game today. I mean, the Pacers, the worst 3 point shooting team in the league, the Pacers got off to a hot start again today. They hit their first 6 3 pointers. They were leading by 15 at one point in that first quarter, and they had an 11-point lead after one quarter. But then, I mean, as it's as simple as it gets sometimes in the NBA, where the best way to get back into games is just making shots. Hauser, White, and Simons all hit triples to start the second quarter. That brought us in within two right away. Really, that second quarter, I think we can all agree it was the one that won the game for the Celtics. I mean, we won that quarter 47-22. We even went on a 19-2 run as part of that quarter through that frame. Plus 25-point differential in the second quarter by the Celtics is tied for the best in franchise history. And then really it was just maintaining that lead the rest of the way. You know, if you want to nitpick things like that, I mean, we had a few quarters. Obviously, the first quarter, we got off to a slow start with 5 turnovers. Coming out of the half, we got off to a slow start with 4 turnovers in the first 4 minutes. But, you know, great job from the Celtics, obviously, just bouncing back from that slow start and, getting key contributions from their key players. I mean, Brown finished with, we'll get into this, but Brown, White, Pritchard all did what they needed to do. Really nice job defensively when we needed it. And yeah, we did what we needed to do against a team that we should have beat. And now the winning streak is up to 4, which is great. So just got to keep doing this and keep the wins rolling here on this late 2025 West road trip to end the calendar year.
Yeah, well said, David. I think had a lot of things kind of in a similar vein to you, but I will say offensively, we did a great job executing. I thought they did a nice job setting hard screens, moving off the ball, getting easy baskets, really allowing the Celtics to to kind of flow throughout this game. And so that was awesome to see. Jalen Brown once again hitting tough shots, a couple shots on that baseline corner in front of the Pacers bench, just daggers that just hurt a team's just the team's energy, momentum in pivotal times. And overall, across the board, I thought the Celtics team contributed very well. You had guys like Baylor Shireman taking charges, making key plays. I thought Pritchard was dicing up the Pacers defense, getting to his spots, making the Pacers defense a living hell on that side of the ball. So very, very happy with how the Celtics performed tonight. And like you said, David, the Pacers came off hot and the Celtics responded, didn't let them didn't let that affect them, and they just found a way to get back that lead and maintain it for the rest of the game. So very, very good game for the Celtics.
Yeah, I have to say, and you guys pretty much said it, I feel like every time we face off against the Indiana Pacers, it's just constantly we're playing from behind. And at least to start the game, and you guys are going to see that when we bring up the quarters too. But I have to say, one thing that's very much so impressed me about this Boston Celtics team, and obviously 12 turnovers, you know, you want that number a little bit down. Like, you can't ask for a better team. But what impressed me most with the Celtics team is the fact that they could limit the turnovers, and they're a young team, and younger players tend to make more mistakes. And you look at this Boston Celtics team, and they're taking away from the mistakes, and their chemistry is just there. I've said that so many times, but that really was what sticks out to me. But also, they played as a team. You're implementing guys like Luca Garza, who has played the last 2 games. This be his 3rd game that he's played, and he's kind of clicking. You have guys that are starting to become good key attributes to this team. Jordan Walsh, obviously playing after this one too, played 19 minutes with 3 points, and obviously that's not exactly what you want from Walsh, but he's coming off of that illness, and let's see if he could get hot again. But I want to give a shout out too, and we'll get into stats later, but to Luca Garza, who had an excellent game tonight. But do you guys have anything else before we get into the quarters?
No, I think I want to reiterate too. Luca Garza had an excellent game from all facets of the game. He was rim running to the hoop like an animal. He was setting the hardest screens I've ever seen in my entire life. He was rebounding the basketball. He was doing all these little things that really don't show up on the stat sheet, but it was amazing to watch. It was truly a masterclass from Luca Garza, in my opinion, and it was amazing. It was just amazing to see his effort on both sides of the floor tonight. And if he keeps playing like that, man, you got Keita and Garza coming at you. That's a nice little 1-2 punch coming off the bench and kind of filling that big man gap that we need. I'm telling you, man, he played his ass off, setting the hardest screens I've ever seen. Right timing, right spots every single time. He didn't miss a beat tonight, and I loved watching him play tonight. I really did.
Yeah, well said. What about you, David?
No, I mean, Andrew pretty much summed it up with how well Garza played tonight. And I mean, obviously, his stats on the sheet dwindled after that first quarter, but I thought Namias Keita was solid in that first quarter specifically.
Definitely.
He had 6 points in that first frame, 2 assists and 2 blocks. I was pretty most of Celtics Nation. I was pretty skeptical regarding our big man situation. I mean, we did lose Al Horford. Again, I'm beating a dead rock here. All of Celtics Nation knows we lost Al Horford, Luke Cornett, and Kristaps Porzingis all in the same offseason. And I was not thrilled at all to see Luca Garza and ESPN predictions or hypotheses as the Celtics starting 5. I figured it would be Keita or Garza. I mean, we all knew that, but I wasn't thrilled with that situation. I mean, I accepted it for it is what it is. But, I've been hard on Keita in the past. I'm more than willing to admit that I've been wrong multiple times on this show now about Keita. I don't know what the future holds. None of us do for the big man position with the Celtics. I don't know how much how much we can continue to keep playing with this style of having big men that, can't really stretch the floor. I mean, obviously getting back Tatum whenever he comes back is going to help solve a lot of those problems. And we add another guy to the lineup, the starting 5 rather, that can add 20 points to your scoring column. But I mean, Keita and Garza have answered the bell a lot. I honestly think a guy like Garza could make a huge play in like a late playoff game, assuming we make it, where he'll just be bullying in the paint and then just slap the ball out to someone on the perimeter to keep a possession going. I mean, Garza is like one of these, Marcus Smart kind of guys where he's not going to light up the stat sheet, but you really have to watch the game, like Andrew, you were alluding to really see the impact that Garza has. I mean, he will knock down a 3 for you every so often, but his real value is just cleaning things up or making things messier, however you want to look at it, right around the rim. So, I mean, I've just been really impressed with what we've seen from Keita and Garza. And, do I think that they can be the 1-2, Keita being the starter, Garza being the backup on a championship team? If you were asking me that right now, no. But I'm perfectly happy with what their contributions are this season. And I just want to stay positive with that for sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna switch over to the quarters, and then I'm gonna exit this for you guys and let you guys take it over. But I want to give some last thoughts before I let you guys take it over. Huge game for the Celtics, and I'm interested to see who you guys go for CNR MVP. And I wanted to give mine before I leave. I'm going Sam Hauser. All right, I wanted to give that early, quick CNR MVP. I'm going Sam Hauser. Had 17. Set in 17 minutes, had 23 points tonight, but I thought he was electric. You know, the limited amount of minutes and just was hot. I mean, shot 87.5%, and I was very impressed. So I'm going Sam Hauser, but I'm going to transfer over to this. Oh, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I want to play this before I go too. With Kennedy, he was so funny today, and he is one of the funniest refs. And I'm gonna play this before I exit out too, and then I'll hand it over to you guys.
After reviewing the play, the defensive player is still moving and makes contact prior to any movement by the offensive player's leg, resulting in the defensive foul being upheld, and the coach's challenge is unsuccessful.
That had me dead. You know he's funny every time you see that he's one of the refs, but I couldn't get over the pause. I couldn't get over the pause.
He's always aura farming.
He is. But I'm gonna transfer over here for you guys, and I will see you guys with the next one.
All right, so the Celtics, as we spoke about the first half, Pacers came out hot, as David said. They won that first quarter 39-28, but then the second came, and this is where Garza got big minutes, and we started knocking down shots. Hauser was catching fire, and they really found a way to really run away with it in the second. And then from there, they won the third 36-30, and then the fourth 31-29. But with that big of a lead, you're going to chill out a little. You know, you got a little confidence. Obviously not something that you want to do, because against better teams, that's not possible, but it's all right. It happens. We ended up, Celtics came away with this win. I think we really already talked about it, where this game kind of took a turn, and so I don't even think we got to get into it. But as we know, it's Garza, it's guys like that coming off the bench, bringing big time energy, really, really making a strong impact, really just changing the energy of the game, allowing us to run away with the game. So people that, contribute to that game will go into the Celtics scoring. The Jaylen Brown, another fairly efficient night. He had 30 points. He had 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Once again, hitting that 30 mark. I believe that's his 8th. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, but I believe 8th 30-point game this month.
Every single game he's played in December, he's hit 30 points, which is insane.
And you saw him too as well. I mean, you saw him. We'll get this tracker off. We'll come back. But we lost Griffin on the way. But we had you saw at some point JB towards that end of the quarter, when he was about to get subbed out, he looked at the bench, did a nice little step back, knocked down the shot, big time shot for JB, and he's smiling at the bench. You knew he was going to go for it, but good for JB, man. Apparently in Celtics history there has been someone else, but there might be a little stipulation. Yeah, Larry Bird, right. But there might be a little stipulation though, because Jaylen Brown did miss one game due to an illness or something along those lines, or maybe just a regular little rest. So we're not sure, but hey, that's still very impressive. Good company with Mr. Larry Bird himself. We'll continue with the players. We had Derek White, 21 points. He had 5 rebounds, very efficient from the field and knocking down some big threes. But personally, I believe Derek White was just really, really did well on the defensive end, and once again doing Derek White things that he's well known for. and contesting shots and just being in the right spots at the right time, making the Pacers' lives difficult. So that's Derek White. Pritchard, I was very high on Pritchard tonight. You could say Pro MP was on the court. I'm not gonna lie, as Drew Carter likes to call him. He really played really well. Just as I said earlier, dicing the defense up. I mean, getting to his spots, taking advantage of mismatches. He pushing guys out of the way and just getting to that little mid-range little floater right in the paint. Just really doing his things. And then he had 9 rebounds as well. I mean, you can't ask for much more from Pritchard in this game. Very happy to see him perform. As you know, Hauser hot from 3, 7 for 8, 87.5% from the field, just knocking down shots. And I want to say something too. A lot of those shots made by Hauser were screens set by Luka Garza. Every time a hard screen, and Hauser's getting that little extra space and being ready to fire. You got to credit that to Luka Garza, but also just the Celtics offense of getting Sam Hauser open and knowing how to set a good screen. I just think the Pacers felt the screens tonight. Like they were getting hit. It wasn't like I'm just gonna go set a little brush. I'm just gonna kind of be there, and they were setting real hard screens. And not only does that allow Hauser to get open, but that can frustrate the Pacers and also just make them tired. When I got to fight through these screens over and over and over again, getting hit hard. One, I'm a lot more reluctant to actually go through the screens, and two, I'm tired for the offensive end. So great job from the Celtics tonight. It's those little details, in my opinion, that make all the difference. Tonight, Simons had a bit of a quiet night with only 8 points. Not amazing tonight, but I wouldn't say he did anything wrong. I wouldn't say he was a sight for sore eyes, but he didn't have as big an impact tonight. And then finally, Luka Garza, as I've said, played phenomenal tonight and just did all the right things. If you don't mind, David, do you want to take away the Pacers or you want me to take it? Go with whatever. Go with whatever.
Yep. So I wrote down for the Pacers. I mean, Nembhard led the way with 18 points, and then McConnell and Mathurin each had 13. I mean, for McConnell, it definitely felt like a loud 13, more specifically at the end of that third quarter and the beginning of that fourth quarter. McConnell's always one of those guys where it's like you love if he's on your team, but hate playing against him because he's just so annoying to play against. And it's me saying that as a sign of respect to TJ McConnell, but that goes back to his days, even with Philadelphia, just running around, not necessarily playing north to south, but playing like an east-west game, just always trying to find a shot on the perimeter on either side of the hoop, and just willing to muck things up. I mean, this game was pretty much over by the time that whole thing happened with him and Jordan Walsh, but he did inspire a little bit of fear in me when he got the crowd going and got 2 quick layups after that little skirmish. But yeah, I mean, pretty much Celtics did their job just holding everyone to some rather respectable scoring columns. I mean, Nembhard was solid throughout the whole night, but he's another guy on the Pacers specifically who loves to just muck things up in the East-West game. And like, I just have nightmares from him doing that a couple years ago in the Eastern Conference Final Series.
His pace is ridiculous. His ability to just really slow down his offensive game and just manipulate it and get into the paint. I mean, the amount of paint touches he gets where he gives the Pacers an advantage and then he just play makes out of it. I mean, it's an underrated trait. These guys, everyone's super explosive. Everyone's super, aggressive and trying to score the basketball. But I think really the goal was get to the paint and just slowly snake your way in there and just be a pest and just always be around there and disrupt. And that's what Pritchard does too. And it's a fun game to watch. I really like watching it.
So, yeah, sometimes these games are just as simple as hitting shots. And we didn't really play amazing defense, as we haven't really all season. I mean, obviously, it's not a surprise to anyone, but our defense has definitely taken a step back this season. But like a lot of games in the NBA these days, sometimes you just need to have better offense than the other team to win a game. I
Right.
mean, it's always I always cringe a little bit just when you give up 122 points and your team wins by a lot. I mean, it feels
Yeah.
good, but at like what cost? But
Mhm.
like some team stats here, like the Pacers, as I mentioned earlier, hit the first 6 of their 3-point shots. They started that first quarter 16 of 27 from the field, 7 for 12 from deep, 5 turnovers. Celtics were 10 of 23 from the field, 4 for 9 from deep in that first frame, with 5 turnovers. And then you can just see both teams going in different directions in the second quarter. So the Celtics were 26 of 48 from the field in the first half, 10 for 21 from deep, stuck at 5 turnovers. That's another thing. I mean, that's a big reason why we ran the tables in that second quarter. We didn't have a single turnover in that frame.
Yeah.
And then the Pacers were 22 for 46 from the field, 9 for 23 from deep, and then they had 10 turnovers. And then just to fast forward, the Pacers started 6 for 6 from deep, and they ended the game 19 for 45. So they shot 13 of 36. That's right around the average mark. So I guess, I mean, they made up for it a little bit in the end, but, they were 13 for 34 at the end of 3 quarters. So that's a better mark of how much of a jump off the cliff they took from deep, where they were 7 for 28. They were 25% after hitting their first 6 threes. So a lot of this stuff is also just trusting the analytics with stuff like that. I mean, you knew the Pacers weren't going to keep shooting the lights out from deep. I mean,
No,
they're the
that's
worst
just
three-point shooting team in the
the
league.
laws of basketball. It's just how
Right.
it goes.
So, the Celtics just did what they had to do with, not every game is going to be like this, but it feels good when you can crush the teams that you should be crushing and just rely on
Yes.
your shooting to get you past the finish line.
Yes.
That was the story
yes.
tonight.
And not really playing from behind as much so as the last game, which is always important to see. But I will say, I feel like like you said earlier, you've alluded to it, the Celtics team should be winning this game. So, yes, it's a feel-good win, and not to take away that feeling. After Christmas Day, you're tired, get a nice little win, keep that momentum going. But it is a game that they should be winning, and the Pacers did not have all their guys tonight, where like Nesmith and a couple other guys that are key contributors to that Pacers squad that they didn't have tonight. It could turn the tables. I still think with all those guys should still be a Celtics win, but all things considering, I hope the Celtics win this game. So let's move into the MVP, huh? Let's go into it. I think we already have Griffin's vote for Hauser. Everyone watching right now, drop in the comments. Let us know what you think.
Oh, we do have
MVP.
Do we want to do MVP, or we have a question right here from the chat?
Oh, how are we feeling about Garza? Yeah, we actually talked about this a little earlier. I mean, I'll speak for it. I was so happy with Garza tonight. I thought that his timing on screens was amazing. He was setting hard screens every single time he was in the game. During transition, he was sprinting straight to the basket, straight to that block, causing mayhem, opening up the lanes. I thought offensively, he was always cleaning the glass, doing a good job of, if you guys know it, like a little Gortat screen where he sets the original screen and then he sets another screen on that kind of like back side to get to the rim as well. So, I mean, he was doing everything. He is a smart player, and it makes up for his slight lack of athleticism. I think the one thing that's missing with Garza is like a little lob threat. It's just not there. And Cornette, in my opinion, and not to go back on comparisons, but I think that's just the nature of it. You compare to what is the best, what is ideal. And unfortunately, Garza doesn't have that lob threat, but he does make up for it, in my opinion. It's just that one thing. But overall, I thought personally an amazing game from Garza, and he brought the intensity from the jump and was a key proponent in that and the Celtics' success in that second quarter. So really, really good. Caires seems to be on a low for a couple games now. Makes the Garza explosion sweeter. But yeah, I agree. I also think seeing Garza, also the explosion for Garza makes it even sweeter too, because he wasn't getting those minutes necessarily, and he found a way to kind of earn them back later in these last couple of games. So that too. But Dave, what do you think? What do you think about Caires?
Yeah, I mean, I think Cato was very good in that first quarter, and then as Garza started to get more opportunities, he started to fade out towards the end of the
Yeah,
game. But obviously, I don't mind that at all. Like, we knew coming into this season that it was going to kind of be big men by committee for the
yes,
Celtics. Like,
yes,
whoever can step up, they're going to take those opportunities. The Celtics are obviously going to more than welcome any of these guys and potentially all these guys stepping up. I mean, Cade has just been solid for us the whole season through. Really taking a step forward for his development this season.
mhm,
All his hard work in the prior 2 seasons, working with the coaching staff, fighting for minutes, not knowing when his minutes were going to come. The 2 seasons before this are paying off. And Garza, I mean, at first the fit seemed a little bit questionable, but I mean, he's really been, like we talked about earlier, Andrew, just a guy that can muck things up down low. And like,
yeah,
again, you have to watch Celtics games to understand the
yeah,
value of Luka Garza. Like, you won't be
yeah.
able to see it from looking at a stat sheet. So
Yeah, and if I could just interrupt you as well, I think, Blady, I love what you're saying. I think we got to get this guy. We got you on the podcast. You're saying all the right things. Kada, in my opinion, he had a great game to start. It's not necessarily that Kada was having a bad game personally. I think it's the fact that you said Joe for Coach of the Year. I think it's Joe Mazzulla understanding and seeing that one of his guys in Garza is performing at an elite level, and I'm going to go all in because he's playing that well. And you just got to know your guys and say, "Hey, Garza is performing at an elite level at this moment. Let's roll with the hot hand," as David said, by committee.
So I will say I love this question about Joe for Coach of the Year. And Joe Mazzulla is the Coach of the Year in my heart, but I do think it'll either go to Detroit. It's going to go. I'm sorry. Is it JB Bickerstaff? I'm not trying to seem like a casual. Is that the
Is it?
Pistons?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah. That's
correct.
JB Bickerstaff for Coach of the Year if they end up as the 1 seed. They keep the 1 seed, Detroit. Mike Brown is always going to be a contender. I think Mike Brown's already won Coach of the Year twice. It would be funny if he wins it a third time. I mean, it'd be well deserving. Like, the Knicks, as much as I hate to say it, the Knicks do look like a threat this year. Number 3, if the Thunder break the wins record, I think Mark Dejanalt, the Leominster Mass native, could also be the Coach of the Year. I do think Joe Mazzulla with this roster has a very good case. Again, all things considered, if we're talking the Celtics are a top 3 seed, I think he should get Coach of the Year votes. I think if we're 4th or lower, then it's a little bit harder for him to crack that. But I do agree with your second point here, Bloody 9833 as well. He is pushing all the right buttons.
Yes.
This has been a coaching masterclass for Mazzulla so far this season. I mean, so many of these questions that we had coming into the season with Mazzulla, how is he going to be as a coach without a lot of star power on his roster? He's been doing just fine. He's been doing excellent. Jaylen Brown, can he lead a team so far through 30 games? The answer to that is a resounding yes. Can Peyton Pritchard be a starter? Yes. I mean, even though it's been a little bit rocky. I mean, we're 30 games in. We have 52 more games to go. Like, yes, Peyton Pritchard can be a starter. Maybe the only one that's been a little bit disappointing is the Derek White All-Star campaign. But, I mean, there's still plenty of time to see if D. White can make an All-Star push. Either way, you can only nitpick so much for this Celtics team that we didn't know where they would be, and they're 19-11 through 30 games. So Mazzulla should get Coach of the Year votes. I don't think he'll win Coach of the Year, but due to the other candidates I mentioned in front of him, but he would get my vote. I mean, I'm obviously biased, but he would get my vote.
I agree. I'm voting Joe Mazzulla for Coach of the Year. He got my vote too. Did we? You guys are hosting this now. I'm on the back burners, but
Yeah,
we
it's like
already through CNR MVP?
no, we have not. Just in
Oh,
time. I know you already gave your vote, but
yeah,
maybe I change your heart. I don't
I
know.
have to sit back seat.
But yeah, we can go ahead and go and move on. Hey, let's see. They also started taking him more seriously before the season. I feel like he was just been like that as a crazy guy of the NBA. No, yeah, completely agree. It felt like he was. It felt like Joe was more of this kind of cliche, hard head, Bill Belichick type of guy, and oh, who is this guy? He's just trying to kind of make a trying to make a scene and really trying to take the sport. And on top of that, he has the crazy roster with guys that can contribute and can kind of act as like a masquerade to what he's doing. But this year, I mean, it's him. In my opinion, it's been him. He's the guy, like you said, pushing all the right buttons. You see today, Jordan Walsh kind of gets in a little scuffle, but he's over there kind of firing him up, embracing that for these guys. That's where I see Joe Mazzulla as a great coach. X and O standpoint, I thought he's actually done a lot better this year than past seasons. But where I see Joe Mazzulla is a guy that understands his players. He is a player coach that knows what makes all these guys tick. And he relentlessly makes sure that he's, like you said, pressing those buttons and making sure to put these guys from a personality standpoint, from a playing standpoint, from just a human standpoint. He makes sure to put these guys in the best position to be successful. And it's like holistically, he's doing a great job and it makes guys stay present in the moment and not move on from plays. He doesn't react a lot. His main goal, he's intentionally focusing on winning and making winning plays for this team. And to me, that's where he stands out from a lot of these coaches in this NBA.
Yeah. Sorry, David. I just want to add on to that really quick because
I just want to apologize to the RZB Sports here. Mitch Johnson absolutely should be getting Coach of the Year. I even think if they finish as the 2 seed, if they finish as the 1 seed in the West, I think it absolutely should go to him because we knew the Pistons were going to take a step forward this year. I feel like we all kind of expected that. The Spurs run is completely unheard of. They've already beat the Thunder 3 times this season.
Kryptonite. I mean, it's their kryptonite. It's insane.
Yeah, and they're taking great care of Luke Cornett as well. So that is
exactly.
Coach of the Year award for Mitch Johnson. So yes, those are 5 candidates I'd put ahead of Mazzulla, but I mean Mazzulla should still get votes.
Yeah, and I want to throw this one up here. Like I agree 100%, the thing is too with Joe Mazzulla, he's just so aggressive. And you every time you've seen him as the head coach, you've seen him with pieces, and I don't know if you guys already have mentioned this, but you've seen him with pieces that could win. But now he has guys in Josh Minot, Luka Garza, who I'm not discrediting them, but they played at the end of a Timberwolves bench, and he's transforming them into stars. So gotta show some love right there. Gotta show some love. And I miss Luke too. I gotta say it. Yeah, but
yeah, you gotta miss Luke. We talked about it a little earlier with Garza. I think the only thing that he doesn't bring is that lob threat, Griffin. He's a little.
Did you guys see?
Feet are a little heavy.
Kata's finish tonight, where like White lobbed it up to him, and like Kata was like flailing to the ground. He just like tapped it, and he fell on the ground. It's like, all right, that's where we missed Cornett as well, as you said, with the lob threat. But,
just a little less elegant, you could say, on the court. It looked like Kata did like a Air Jordan split, but sideways.
I love the run, like the guy in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
He's got a. Yeah, he is.
Just trying to run back.
Someone make an edit.
It's like a quicksand.
Yeah, but let's go into it. Let's go to the CNR MVP. It's always a good night when you can do a CNR MVP.
It is.
And
yes, sir.
I think we already have Griffins, right? You're going Hauser.
Yes. I want to lock it in. I'm going Sam Hauser. I just thought in the amount of minutes he played tonight, he was very efficient and played good minutes and was like, again, 87.5% from the field goal tonight, shot 7 for 8. I liked him tonight. I'm going Sam Hauser, but we got some other. Who do you guys got?
Pritchard, yeah. I'm trying to think. We'll get back to this after that. Let's get back to that after the CNRP real quick, because I like that question. So I want to go like my deep in my gut. I'm like, I really want to go Garza. I'm not even gonna lie. I think you guys could have saw that coming because I love the way he played tonight. I really, really did. I don't know. Maybe it was just because I was just stuck on him the whole game, watching him go throughout the game. But I really do actually want to give it to. I think I'll go Pritchard. I'll follow Bleedy's in his footsteps. I think Pritchard, like you said, defense great, but offensively, just his ability to make timely shots, create his own offense, get into the paint. It just looked effortless from him tonight. And I think we talked about it earlier too. He's getting to the paint every single time. And from that, it's creating havoc for the Pacers defensively and for teams defensively. It's fun to watch. He's playing at a high level. He's a different player. He's unique. I mean, Scal said it earlier. Who in the NBA looks like Pritchard? I don't see it, and I just think he's a guy that is hard to defend. He's unpredictable, and tonight he displayed that. So I'm going to go Pritchard.
David, who we got?
All right. Well, this is my first CNR live here, and this is going to be our first three-way stalemate. MVP. I am going with Derek White.
Ooh.
This is something that I was just thinking about when watching the game early, where Derek White, I think it gets lost in the mold that Derek White had 10 points in that second quarter. I mean, Pritchard stole the show on that second quarter. He had 14. Brown also had 10. But I just thought more so than White scoring, when he had 10 points in the second quarter, he brought the scoring early in that second quarter, and then Pritchard in the back half was cooking everyone from the perimeter. But what else that Derek White did in that second quarter early on was draw a couple defensive offensive fouls, getting us, more opportunities to score offensively, drawing some turnovers from Indiana when we needed it. He hit the second three to start that quarter, causing Rick Carlisle to call the early timeout, get us within 2. And then in that fourth quarter, I mean, the game was pretty much over by that point, but me and Andrew were talking about a little bit earlier. After that, little skirmish Griffin between Walsh and McDonald, this crowd started getting into it a little bit. You sense that they were on the verge of breaking through with some sort of run to make this thing interesting. And White scored 6 points very quickly at the start of that fourth quarter. So, not the sexiest numbers on the stat sheet compared to guys like Brown and Pritchard tonight. But I thought White just really set the tempo and the momentum for the Celtics in both turning the game in our favor and making sure that it doesn't start to get more interesting late. So my guy, D. White, is my vote for CNR MVP.
Okay, so, we got a stalemate. Griffin,
all right. This is what we're coming down to.
Oh, so you have tiebreaker rules.
Yeah, I have a rule now. We have 3 viewers in it. So if we get 3 comments on who it is, whoever has the most will name them CNR MVP. So everyone comment down below, all 3 of you watching.
Let us know.
Your Celtics.nation.rise MVP.
This is big time. This is CNR history right here.
Yeah, if we come to the end of this, we'll do it right before we end because I know you guys had a question you guys want to go off of. But if we at least get one more vote for one of the players, we'll decide it here. If not, we're gonna put a poll up on the Instagram. So that's what we're gonna come down to. You guys fine with that? You guys want to do that?
I
love that. Let's do it.
Make sure to. All right. I'm sticking to Pritchard. I do have to say though, if we go Pritchard, if this is the only comment we get and we go Pritchard, I'm fine with that because from early on in the game, he was just phenomenal and gotta give him some credit, but let's see if we get some more. But
what if we have a 3-way tie with the 3 fans, viewers voting as well? So 1 votes for Hauser and then 1 votes for White, so it's 2-2-2.
Well, we might have to go Instagram. We have to go Instagram. We have to go the PKs. We have to go to the PKs. Little hockey shootout.
3-way tie here, but
let's go into this one. RZB Sports. The stride this Celtics team is making when all analysts ruled us out. Also, what are the thoughts on small ball basketball? Consider no Horford or Cornet. Personally, I think the Celtics have the players to do so, especially when Walsh is playing defensively at the level that he's playing at. I think they can go occasional small ball. Is it sustainable, in my opinion, at this moment? Not necessarily, because I don't know if Walsh is going to if he's not scoring the basketball, sometimes it doesn't lend in our favor obviously, but I will say it really comes down to matchups in this moment. And as we said, Joe is doing a very good job at seeing those matchups, playing the guys when they're supposed to. I do think occasionally Garza should have got a couple minutes. Like we played the Pistons and Garza didn't really see the court at all. And I thought against a guy like Jalen Duran, you want to throw a couple bodies at him to kind of make his life a little difficult, give him some different looks. So to be honest, it really does come down to matchups, but I think they're capable of playing a little small ball here and there, depending on what they're seeing on the court.
So we got something interesting. RZB Sports goes Sam Hauser, but I have to agree. I'm kind of leaning more towards Pritchard. So I have a question. Do we do on the and all right for the fourth viewer? Who do we got? Sam Hauser, or here are the
player of the game if they're just joining.
Derek White, Sam Hauser, and Peyton Pritchard. Comment down below. This will be the deciding factor. If not, I'm leaning more towards Pritchard. I agree.
You can change your vote.
No, we're leaving it to the people.
Or we're leaving it to the.
All right,
and I don't know. I feel kind of
this. We'll go to the Instagram. We'll go to the Instagram. So go. We'll do a poll with Sam Hauser and Pritchard on the Instagram.
The fact that Jaylen Brown did not get a single vote from us after getting a 30-point game on 65% shooting it's pretty wild.
You know what? We look like? We look like the MVP voters. We look like the MVP vote in the NBA, where Jokic should have got MVP, but recent, I guess, bias and too many. But that should not come into play, actually, when I think about it.
This is not a night where, I don't know. This is a night where it's like, I have to say, this is a night where it's like, the Celtics, they all played good. It was a team win, and it was like one of those blowout wins where it's like, all right, everyone contributed. So it was like, who do you really throw it to? Because I think you could give it to JB. So
you give it to Garza. Don't forget Garza, man. I should have given Garza.
All right, I'm gonna go through really quick. And all right, remember, we need one.
It does feel wrong.
We need one more vote here. We need one more vote. It's Brown.
The deciding.
Pritchard, White, or Hauser.
All right, so this is what we got, though. You got Pritchard, Brown, Hauser, White, Garza. You could give it to any of those 4 guys. 5 guys. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Expanding the polls. We're expanding the polls.
But realistically, I think it's between, because we got two guys right in there. It's between Sam Hauser and Pritchard. I feel wrong ending the live not having a CNR MVP. Is this going to be the first in Celtics Nation Rise history? Are we?
I got time.
Well, let me answer the question from RZB Sports, the one that Andrew was talking about, where and then Griffin, you can answer after. I mean, I like small ball just in spurts. I'm not trying to give like a cop out answer, but small ball in spurts I feel can be really effective if you need like a scoring burst and you get more scoring and perimeter shooting on the floor. I mean, that's a good opportunity for the Celtics this year again, where what we were talking about earlier, where we don't have the luxury we had in the last few years with the big men that are able to consistently hit the 3-point shot. I mean, obviously, less so Cada, but more so Garza, I feel comfortable with hitting 3-point shots. But if you have Walsh, like you said, Andrew, playing center, then that spreads out the floor a little bit more. Where I get nervous, like maybe a hockey shift of small ball is what I could deal with in the sense of maybe a 3 to 5 minute shift of that. But then you're giving up a ton of rebounding. And this is a team, in my opinion, just from watching the games, that reminds me of some Celtics teams like 2022, I would say, where it just felt like a mess trying to get a rebound at any single time. Like I still have so many nightmares from that game 5 against the Bucks in 2022 where we couldn't grab that rebound on that Giannis missed free throw, and then Bobby Portis, I think, laid it up for that game winner. Like that stuff I want to avoid as much as possible, but I'm all for getting more scoring. It just all depends on the situation. I'm not trying to give it a cop-out answer, but small ball works just in smaller spurts, pun intended.
Yeah.
I see this. I want to change my vote, but I'm not allowed to.
Pritchard, I mean, I'm not going to argue. Never mind. I was going to make an argument against the Celtics player, but I'm not going to do that. I love all of them. It's like your kids. Like you don't have a favorite kid. You just love all of them.
Trying to get my dad in here to vote. I did not tell him.
My brother come in here and vote.
I did not tell him what to vote. I did not tell him what to vote. There is no bias.
I will even leak the conversation with my brother. All right, I'm leaking it. Go in our live and vote MVP. I said comments is between Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard. Vote who you want. I literally
he's had a decision. He's
had a decision a couple times. Like I've called him for backup so many times. So I told him to go vote. Are we waiting in here until we get another vote?
Let's do
it. Hey, I'm chilling. We're chilling.
Well, I wanna, while we're doing this, I had an issue with small ball at first because like there were times where I didn't even like, I don't know if I was like zoning out on like a couple of the blowout games, or I was just like, wow. I would go look at real after. I'm like, all right, Cato only played 23 minutes and then we have no other guys. But I look at that. It's been working very efficiently for
I swear I didn't say anything. That is a genuine answer. That's a genuine answer. So we're giving it to Pritchard.
We're
giving it to Pritchard.
CNR MVP tonight goes to Peyton.
Wait. Don't say it. We'll say it again. Ready?
All right. When? What? Right now? Oh.
Peyton Pritchard.
For the 5th time.
We gotta work on that one.
Oh, I was so confused what you were running.
MVP.
But for the 5th time this season, and I want to ask you guys a question. Pritchard has 5 MVPs and Brown has 8. Just a thought.
You know what's in between 5 and 8? 6, 7.
Enough said.
Oh, this was a fun one, you guys.
Brett.
No, Tyler, we already voted.
No.
Give us a vote.
With the 6, 7.
Who's Tyler's vote though?
You would. Scalabrini and Drew would love you on the panel. I love you.
Are we letting Skylar get a vote in here? But no, we already went through that.
Let me ask a question of the viewers. Would you guys like it if we did like a watch along? I'll be better next time. I apologize. I'll just do 8, 9 now.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Would the viewers like it if we did a like watch along for a Celtics game later this season?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
And we were also scheming up, like, let us know in the comments, and we were also scheming up maybe like a halftime live, like
halftime report. Yeah.
All right,
instead of watching, live watch one. Let's go. I'm
Let's
down.
do it.
I'm so
We'll make that
It'll
happen.
be a blast. Be a blast.
Let's do it. Let's
Get
do it
some
sometime.
genuine reactions.
Let's get like a good game and let's do a
You can
watch.
watch me like point out hard screens all game.
Let's do it, you guys. Let's do it. How about we plan for like a big game or something? Let's go.
Let's get a big game going. We'll promote it. We'll make sure you guys know when we're doing it.
So make sure
so you won't miss out. Yeah, exactly. Make sure shameless pitch. Make sure you follow the Instagram. But Celtics first. Ooh.
That's a good game.
Wow.
Luke, I'm sure Luke,
Tyler. We needed you, but it's okay.
We got the vote. We got the vote.
Yep. Did you guys see Luke Cornett's 6'7" impression?
No, I didn't.
So they asked for media day. The Spurs media team asked all the players to do your best 6'7", and all the young guys were doing like 6'7". Luke Cornett just like shrinks to 6'7" because he's 7 feet. He thought that meant 6'7", so he just shrinks. He's like, "Oh, am I doing it right?" And everyone that just
Bill.
But we can do the Spurs. I like that.
A little Bill Walton in him. Not gonna lie.
Let's keep you guys updated, and we'll let you guys know on the Instagram when we're gonna do the live watch along, and then we'll just come here on YouTube and we'll come up with it. We'll let you guys know the details on the Instagram.
Yeah, we'll get to work.
Do you guys have any final thoughts on this big game with the Pacers and Celtics? Big win for the Boston Celtics.
Just more props. We didn't really give him his kudos in this game, but Jaylen Brown, I mean, he was incredible. I mentioned it earlier, but 30 points on 65% shooting. Andrew and I touched on it earlier, where every game he's played in this month, he's hit the 30-point mark. So Jaylen Brown just continuing his incredible season. He even had that nice highlight in that third quarter where he stripped Nemhard and then had the behind-the-back pass to Garza for the easy layup. So really just love what I saw out of Jaylen tonight. All those jumpers he had in that third quarter to get up to 24 points. I think he had 10 points in that quarter. Every single jumper he had in that third quarter was such a tough contested jumper. So the mid-range king continues to dominate from the mid-range, and Jaylen Brown is just phenomenal again tonight. Crazy that, he did not end up with a single MVP vote tonight from us, but it's a good problem to have when your team that you love so much dominates on the road and drops 140 points on their opponent. So just keep this rolling. We're up to 4 in a row. Let's make it 5, and then make it 6, and then make it 7.
I want to add on to this prediction thing. I would say we'll give you our predictions, but you'll have to wait for the podcast. So we're going to be doing the podcast later this week, episode 81. So make sure to tune in for that, as we will give you our predictions. But I think we can predict for this game coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, this little stretch. Yeah, we can do a little stretch.
Try to stop for the Trailblazers game, though. I don't want to leave you guys with nothing because we won't even be able to vote that. Who do we got? Portland Trailblazers. When else do we play? We'll do.
Yeah, let's do it. We can do it.
Oh, we play Monday too. All right,
let's do it.
Wait, when do we play? Sunday. We play Sunday against the Trailblazers, and then we play Tuesday against the Jazz. So we'll go. All right, so Tuesday, Jazz and Trailblazers. What do you have the Celtics after those two games? Let's go through that really quick. What do we got?
2-0.
I'm going 2-0 too. I'm going 2-0. What about you, Andrew?
Jazz Trailblazers. Yeah, I'm going 2-0 as well. Those, once again, we've talked about those are games that they should get.
Trailblazers feels a little bit trappy, but I still think, we're the better team on paper, but we should hopefully get a revenge against the Jazz. It'd be pretty embarrassing if we lose both games this season of the Jazz. That last game was a little bit questionable. We should have never been in that position late, though, in a crunch time game with Utah. So I'm sticking with 2-0, though.
Yeah, so come tune in for episode 81. Will be either Wednesday or Thursday, so make sure you look out for that. But Andrew, final thoughts. And this is what we got too. I think we lose Trailblazers. One of those.
Yeah, I could see that. You get 2-0. You get back-to-back wins against Indy, playing a team that isn't full strength. As David said, we still let up 122 points. That could bite us in the ass. And I do think that, you play a team like this, you get a little relaxed and you feel good about yourself. Oh, we had 140, a lot of guys and a lot of scoring digits, and then you underestimate a team like the Trailblazers and you fall. So I could see that happening, but realistically, it should be 2-0.
Yeah, and for the rest of them, make sure episode 81. But you guys have anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Good
I think
win.
we covered it all. I had a blast as well, so it was good.
Fun one. A little long, but this was a fun one, you guys. And if you guys want to keep doing these, let us know. We give us the comments and the engagement, and we'll love it. We'll love it. They beat OKC.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there you
never
go.
know. Anthony Simon's clinic, absolute cinema.
Yeah.
That's my vote. Like if we win that game, the CNR MVP has to go to Simons. It has to. Like there's no way he doesn't go off in that game. No way.
I'm voting Derek White no matter what for revenge for my guy tonight for getting rigged.
Love it. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications to be notified every time we upload. Again, you guys, we will see you guys Sunday against the Trailblazers. So thank you guys. Peace.
Yes.
See you.